Sister Kathleen Popko has the unique perspective that comes from being a nurse, a system CEO, a strategic planner, and a congregational leader. And in her career, she has been a catalyst for some of the most significant developments in the Catholic health ministry. She entered the Sisters of Providence in Holyoke, Massachusetts, after graduating from high school, and very soon her intellectual ability was noticed. She earned her nursing degree, then continued her studies, becoming the first sister in her community to earn a doctorate. In her first hospital administration job, she secured a Robert Wood Johnson grant for one of the first hospital-based primary care group practices. In the early 1980s, she took on responsibility for forming her community's health ministries into the Sisters of Providence health system. Then in 1985, she was elected president of her community. She served on the board of CHA and was involved in the formation of Consolidated Catholic Healthcare, serving as its first chairperson. She was president of the Leadership Conference of Women Religious from 1989 through 1994, and when her term ended, she returned to Sisters of Providence Health System as its president. It was the time of New Covenant, and Sister Kathleen saw the need for joining her system with other Catholic healthcare organizations to survive and thrive. She initiated discussions with other healthcare sponsors that led ultimately to the formation of Catholic Health East. She took on an executive role in the new system, traveling extensively for 8 years throughout New England and Pennsylvania, and then as Executive Vice President for Strategy and Ministry Development, she led the creation of the system's Vision 2017. A visionary, a critical thinker, skill that influence and execution, Sister Kathleen Popko changed the landscape of Catholic healthcare. She is a tireless champion of human dignity, and her accomplishments were, and continue to be, motivated by faith and deep concern for God's people who are poor, vulnerable, and underserved.
I was always moved by the Gospels and the stories of Jesus and his healing ministry. It seems so essential to the gospel and to Jesus' call that we would love one another. And I think the healing ministry, particularly the Catholic healing ministry, tries to do that in a very real and tangible way, with a focus not only on delivering care, but to persons who might not ordinarily have access to care, to those who are poor, vulnerable, oftentimes rejected by society, and to raise them up and to include them in terms of access and quality of care. And I think it's our commitment to our values and how we try to live that out day by day, which was for me a fulfillment of living that maxim to love your neighbor as yourself. And it also, for me, shaped my understanding of the need to focus on the common good. I had wonderful parents and 4 siblings. My parents really lived what they believed, and they taught us what was most important, and that was to value family gatherings, to live what you believe. Integrity was important, giving your best to whatever you're undertaking, being a lifelong learner. All those values were nurtured in my family and with my sisters and my brother. And then I think since I entered the community at the age of 17, I was nurtured again by many wonderful women. They nurtured me through education, through sharing their charism and their wonderful ministries. And I had wonderful mentors, including Sister Mary Caritas-Geary, who was a personal friend and mentor through many years. So I've really been blessed through my whole career, and that extends beyond, because if I look beyond that, I was also supported throughout my life by the courage and the model of women religious throughout the United States. But I think for me, I guess maybe as I got older, that it all has become one. That my communal living, the ministry I do, my work for the sisters, it's all of a piece. I think when you have inner convictions and beliefs and you try to live them out, then it's one life. It's not a series of separate things.